Earlier in the day, a swarm of riot police had closed in on protesters, badly beating one, though he manages to walk away. But there are people terribly injured here on both sides, protesters and police. This all filmed from the safety of an upstairs window as the stun grenades explode below. The protesters forced their way into the city hall too, explosions ringing out across the central square, with parts of the building in flames long into the night. The Prosecutor General's office in Almaty also set alight. The battles which raged through Tuesday night bled into Wednesday too, with a state of emergency declared across 3 regions to try and contain the violence. President Tokayev accepting the resignation of the government as a nod to protesters' demands and calling for help from neighbouring countries against what he calls a terrorist threat.
In fact, this is now not a threat. This is undermining the whole government. And more importantly, it's an attack on our citizens who are asking me, as head of state, to urgently help them.
This all began in Kazakhstan's western oil-producing region, originally over a hike in fuel prices. But it has morphed into a broader set of grievances. This worker speaking for many, calling for President Tokayev to go, and his predecessor too, Nursultan Nazarbayev. The man who until 2 years ago had ruled Kazakhstan since Soviet times, and who many believe still pulls the strings. But that might all be changing, President Tokayev announcing a change in personnel, and that he would take over the Security Council, which Nazarbayev till now has led. In some places, the police joined in, with protesters who'd managed to commandeer police and military vehicles for themselves. But they were the minority, and it's not at all clear what happens next. The toll from Tuesday's violence visible in blood-smeared police vans and burnt-out vehicles. And despite military police units and a curfew in the key protest cities, 3 decades of frustration look like they still have some way to run.